Hello dear fans. What made Christopher Columbus famous? The famous Spanish navigator Christopher Columbus made 4 major voyages during his life. Striving to pass the sea route to India, moving in a westerly direction, Columbus unwittingly had a huge impact on the course of world history, which he himself did not even know. What Columbus did forever inscribed his name in the history of great discoveries. Columbus discovered America. Instructions. Step 1. The first famous voyage across the Atlantic Ocean began on August 3, 1492. On this day, 3 ships Santa Maria, Nina and Pinta, financed by the Spanish crown, led by Captain Christopher Columbus, left the port of Palos. But after 7.5 months, the sailors returned in triumph to Spain, discovering the Bahamas, Haiti and Cuba. On this first expedition, Columbus lost the ship Santa Maria. 43 crew members were left on the island of La Española. Step 2. The second expedition to the west, led by Columbus, started on September 25, 1493, from the port of Cadiz. A flotilla of 17 ships set sail. According to various sources, from 1,500 to 2,500,000 people were involved in it. These were not only sailors and adventurers who were almost inevitably present in any large enterprise. Future colonists went overseas, determined to link their fate with new lands. The second expedition discovered the Lesser Antilles and Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, visited the southern coast of Cuba, completely conquered Hispaniola, and founded the city of Santo Domingo. The sailors returned to their homeland only in June 1496. Step 3. The third campaign took place 2 years later. The Spanish crown received practically no income from the new lands, and Columbus was unable to raise enough money for a new voyage. On May 30, 1498, the expedition started with only 6 ships and about 300 crew members, a significant part of which consisted of criminals, a common practice at that time. Columbus decided to stay closer to the equator, believing that gold could be found here. As a result, he discovered the island of Trinidad and visited Orinoco. The third campaign ended ingloriously for him. In 1498, the Portuguese Vasco da Gama sailed to India for the first time, circumnavigating Africa. His ships returned loaded with spices, and this made Columbus a deceiver. The lands he discovered were not India at all. In addition, being an excellent navigator, Columbus was a completely useless politician and administrator. Spain sent a new governor to Hispaniola, who arrested Columbus. The expedition ended in 1499, and in 1500 Columbus returned to his homeland in shackles. Only the intervention of influential financiers helped to remove the disgrace. Step 4. Columbus's last, 2-year voyage across the Atlantic began on May 9, 1502. His ships sailed along the coast of Central America. But the main goal, opening a passage to the Indian Ocean, was never achieved. The expedition ended in October 1504. Step 5. Columbus died in May 1506, never knowing that he had discovered a new continent. Until the end of his life, he considered these lands to be India or China. Several centuries later, Stefan Zweig called the discovery of America a comedy of mistakes, and the encyclopedist A. Humboldt a monument to human injustice. Columbus went to discover one thing, found another, but what he found was given the name of the third, a statement that is fully consistent with the truth. Step 6. Made by Columbus, the Spaniards appreciated only half a century later. In total, over 300 years of colonial rule, Spain exported precious metals and other valuables from the New World in an amount equal to the price of 3 million kilograms of gold. However, this did not have a positive impact on the country's economy. On the contrary, parasitizing on the plunder of colonies, Spain lagged more and more behind the leading powers in literally all sectors of the economy. Step 7. Of course, if not for Columbus, America would still be open. Today it is known that, for example, the Viking Leif Erikson reached the New World 5 centuries earlier. But Erikson was not a significant figure for Europe, and his discovery went almost unnoticed. And the news of the discovery of new lands by Columbus spread very quickly and opened up new opportunities for Europeans to expand trade and resettle a rapidly growing population. Step 8. In addition, Columbus tried to reach the shores of India moving in a westerly direction, being a convinced supporter of Aristotle's theory of the spherical shape of the earth, and was confident that the goal had been achieved. The paradox is that Columbus made a great discovery in error. Thanks for watching.